Did you ever take a moment to ponder that Wyoming boasts the most minuscule population among all the U.S. states? Oh yes, it's a fact. The entirety of Wyoming is home to inhabitants fewer in number than what resides in the city of New York by a factor of 14. To further astonish you, it's sevenfold smaller than Los Angeles and merely one-fifth the size of Chicago's populace. A few states' sparse populations stem from their limited landmass. Nevertheless, let's consider the astonishing case of Rhode Island and Delaware. Though among the tiniest states, they still manage to muster populations that are more than twice the size of Wyoming's. Surprising, isn't it? Especially when you reflect upon the fact that Wyoming holds the 10th spot among the largest U.S. states land-wise. Now, for a state occupying an area about 11 times that of New Jersey, its population of a mere 578,000 residents, by far the smallest across the U.S. states, can appear almost comical. One might even label it ludicrous. Delve into history, and you'll find that the expanse now recognized as Wyoming was once roamed by Native Americans eons ago. Yet the bona fide chronicle of Wyoming's tale within the American tapestry unfurls when the Wyoming Territory emerged from a carving out of Utah, Dakota, and Idaho in the year 1868. Interestingly, much of Wyoming's land entered American possession as part of the famed Louisiana Purchase. Wyoming takes its place under the umbrella of the American West, having played a role in the iconic Oregon Trail that was instrumental in shaping the western frontier of the United States. But here's a nugget of history. It wasn't until the 20th of July, 1890, that Wyoming donned the official hat of a U.S. state. Astonishingly, its limited population size posed a hurdle, as a minimum of 60,000 denizens was the U.S. government's prerequisite for transforming territories into states. The tale turns riveting with the saga of Joseph Carey, Wyoming's delegate at that time, who, in a stroke of craftiness, inflated the territory's population figures. This maneuver ultimately persuaded the halls of Congress to bestow upon Wyoming the coveted status of the 44th state in the American constellation. Now, the enigma. Why has Wyoming forever grappled with the challenge of a modest population, reminiscent of a lone cowboy on a vast plain? It seems there are myriad factors underpinning the cowboy state's consistent, minuscule headcount. You see, Wyoming's initial settlement struggle finds roots in its formidable climate and intricate terrain. This state, with its arid disposition, faces the rigors of harsh, cold winters and the rugged embrace of mountainous landscapes. What's more, the lion's share of usable land was clutched tightly in the grasp of the U.S. government, energy conglomerates, and railroad entities. This dynamic rendered Wyoming more a crossroads and resource hub than a beacon for settlers. Indeed, there exist those enticed by the allure of unspoiled nature, of panoramic vistas, and vast, open spaces. However, the majority of the populace craves amenities, diversions, and prospects, features that seem more prevalent in bustling urban centers. Direct your gaze toward Cheyenne, Wyoming's most populous city, with a modest population of 65,000. Noteworthy is its stature as the state capital. Nestled within its charms is a haven of safety, marked by low unemployment and prospects that tower above the state's expanse. It's a place where Taco John's, Greenhouse Data, and the Sierra Trading Post have found their roots. Facts and figures unveil themselves: a median household income of $68,000 and a home's median price at $369,000. Growth, too, makes its presence felt. At around 2% annually, it outpaces the national average. Pause to contemplate. While Cheyenne flourishes, Wyoming as a whole seems shackled by stagnation. This, despite the absence of a state income tax, the surge in energy sector employment, and the blossoming of tourism thanks to skiing, hiking, and kayaking that draw visitors to its embrace. Notably, Yellowstone National Park, a global marvel, resides largely within Wyoming, a magnetic force for those yearning to escape urban congestion. Yet Wyoming isn't extending an open invitation for an influx of newcomers. It operates on a surplus, with substantial rainy day funds tucked away, riding high on its energy economy's growth. The residents, seemingly content with the spacious quietude and unhurried rhythms, demonstrate a unique harmony achievable only in a place like Wyoming, where just 5.85 souls inhabit each square mile. Westward, the beacon beckons not toward compromise or convenience. Instead, it calls you to a realm where comfort melds with untamed landscapes. The allure isn't to settle or rush, but to discover the truth that lies in the vast openness of the West. It's time to uncover your own truth, your own path, as you follow the setting sun.